Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer. This is Metatron speaking. Today's video is going to be the September 2024 energy update. This video has there was so much information given to me that this is going to end up being two videos. This will be kind of the main messages that were given to me for September, but honestly, after this video comes out, a couple days after that, I'm going to be putting out a September energy update part 2. So be looking for both pieces of this. In true Metatron form, he decided to use 9 Oracle card decks in order to obtain 9 messages from 9 different guides. I'm not joking. If you've been watching me, you know that I just went through getting 8 messages from 8 different guides that I put out on 8 different days. And that was about abundance. And that was about August, which is the 8th month of the year. This is the 9th month of the year. Let me show you. You know what? I might have to read this because things kind of went out of order. But yeah, so anyways, I have 9 messages that I'm giving all of them to you today. They're very short, each one of them. So 9 messages that are basically covering 9 different themes for the month of month of September 2024. So these are things to take advantage of during this month based on whatever energies are taking place. Let's see. One of the things Metatron noted to me right away, and this is why actually there's 2 videos, Metatron showed me right away that September 20th through the 28th, September 20th through the 28th has beneficial energies. And I realized through talking with him that this was about the equinox. So the fall equinox takes place on September 22nd. So those energies are present both a little bit before that event and quite a bit after it, to be honest. Oh my gosh. Metatron is out of control. I just realized that from the 20th through the 28th is 9 days. So Metatron is being really heavy with the value of numerology lately. So you're going to see the number 9s going on with this apparently. Okay, so an equinox, if you're not familiar with what an equinox is, because I've heard that word 3 million times, never actually cared to pay attention to what it meant. An equinox is a day where there's an equal amount of daylight and darkness. And this is not just for like me in the northern hemisphere or whatnot. This is across the earth. Everybody has the same amount of light and darkness on this day. This is a reminder that though things ebb and flow, all energy must return to balance at some point. And this also marks the start of fall. Archangel Metatron has recommendations for how to take advantage of these energies. You may want to specifically consider areas of your life that currently feel out of balance. This may include relationships with other people, blah, blah, blah. Actually, okay. I need to skip this. So I need to skip this because he actually gave me information about the equinox first, which is going to end up being the second video. So I'm going to skip all this and let's go into the second part of this. There we go. You will see, okay, so Metatron keeps using 9s. If you look up angel number 999, you'll get a lot of different answers. But 999, this number coincides with transformation, letting go, new beginnings, and support from the universe on your journey. So those are all going to be themes that you see in these 9 messages: transformation, letting go, new beginnings, support from the universe on your journey. And it kind of makes sense because, of course, we're going to get into transformation, letting go, new beginnings. We're changing seasons. We're going from the end of summer into the beginning of fall or autumn. So, theme number 1 for ways that you can make your life better during the month of September. Theme number 1 is surrender. Let me get my cards. I have like this massive stack of cards. I don't even know if I'm going to show you all of them or not because they're ridiculous. I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm totally out of order today. What I'm going to, I was going to like flash you guys the 9 oracle card decks I used, but I don't think it's going to be helpful. And here's why. The cards are not in order. Sometimes he gives me like an oracle card deck and then, I show you all those cards and then we move on. It's not like that. The cards are like all mixed in together and it took me a long time to figure it out. So I'm not going to show you the card decks. It's not going to make sense. Theme number 1 is surrender. You see, should I show the cards after? Okay. Let me give you the message first, is what he's saying. You literally have to scroll back up. Here we go. Theme number 1, surrender. So I'm going to give you a channeled message now. The great thing about changing seasons is that it reminds you of how to release what is leaving and how to embrace what is coming. This month in September, you release summer, you watch it leave, and you embrace the new beginning of fall. Nature reminds you that change is constant. Nature reminds you that surrender is the only way. Who among you can stop autumn from arriving? There are many things outside of the control of humanity. This is not a bad thing. You desire control from a place of fear. But when you try to control things that you cannot control, you exhaust yourself and you block our ability to surprise you with wonderful things. So that message came from Metatron. The cards that also went along with this message were the Uncharted Sea, which is like, hey, you don't know what's up ahead. It's okay. Don't stress out about it. Embrace change. Embrace surrender. There we go. Surrender to change. Weather the storms. Let it change you. Embrace the unexpected. And acceptance. Acceptance, surrender, let go, all of that energy. Let's see, are these? Theme number 2 is transformation, which we mentioned earlier when we were talking about what 999 kind of means and stands for. So this is Malachite. It's time to transform. The other card he gave to me for this one is Rebirth. The channeled message says, the earth is constantly shifting, first deeper into one season and then beginning into another. Transformation is the flow of energy that fine tunes you, that equips you. Why do you fear change? You will always become a better version of yourself on the other side of a transformation. There is always a benefit to rebirth. You are always more experienced on the other side of a transformation. In a perfect world, you are also wiser and more compassionate after transforming. It is difficult work, yes, but nothing worthwhile in this life is easily obtained. It is natural for you to constantly be transforming and growing and changing. This channeled message came from Gaia. I never get messages from her, not anymore. I used to talk to her, I don't know, a year or two ago. I used to talk to her like regularly, but I haven't heard from her in a long time. So she pops up in one of these messages. Let me get the next one. The third message, let's see if I have a card to match this. Oh, I do. The third theme, I should say, the third theme for September is willpower. Willpower. Take control of your life. Do this not by trying to control outcomes, but by controlling where you choose to place your focus. You decide what is important to you, and that is what you should pursue. Have courage. Do not be afraid to forge a new path. Do not be afraid to make a decision. Dare to try something new. Dare to try something different. Dare to reach beyond what you think is possible. This message is from Isis, so Egyptian goddess Isis gave that message. I'll show you some of these cards that are talking about dare, do, reach. We've got she who stands, and it's talking about being determined, moving forward with confidence. Power, which is a reference to personal power. Some of these are really specific. Make a decision. Make a decision. Get laser focused. So she's really, I mean, this is totally Isis's energy. She doesn't play coy. She's not gentle. She's bossy. She's like, get focused. Start doing the right thing. Make a decision. Pave your own way. Forge, don't follow. So that is the message from Isis. The fourth theme that came through these cards was about protection and grounding. So protection has been a theme all summer long. I'm kind of waiting for it to end because I think a lot of people, I mean, I've mentioned this before on other YouTube videos, a lot of people are experiencing the energetic attacks. They're kind of getting tired of it. To be honest, these attacks are going to always be there in some capacity. And the more progress we make as humanity, the more likely it is that we're going to be getting these attacks. So the cards that came up were references to black tourmaline, protecting your energy, hematite, grounding yourself, and then again we have the anchor and grounding. So let me give you this message and then we'll kind of talk about it briefly. Protecting your energy continues to be an important theme, for as the earth ascends, the darker energies are stirred. Do not fear them, but take steps to protect your energy so that you have the vitality and clarity that you need every single day. Grounding your energy is also going to be important this month as high vibrational energies continue to reach the earth through many different methods. Keeping your energy grounded will help you to stay focused and feel secure and steady even when the energies around you are swirling and unsettled. You cannot rely on the circumstances or your environment to support your protection and grounding. You must place a priority on this for yourself. We give you the tools so that you can empower yourself. This is from Archangel Michael. So he's the archangel of many, many, many things, but protection is probably what he's most well known for. So he's talking about protecting your energy. So, really quick, if you aren't using a daily process in order to clear your energy and clear the energy of your home, if you're not using something every single day, please consider using the free ritual that my business partner and I, Susan, we make this available on our website. You can download it from there, and we recommend that you use it twice a day. I sometimes use it more than that, depending on what's going on. I probably use it 4 times a day, if I'm honest. But for sure, first thing in the morning, last thing at night before I go to bed. I will include a link to that in the description. So if you're interested, that link will be there for you. We also have a service for programming an amulet for protection. And so if you have a piece of jewelry, I can program that for you to give you protection. And so this is becoming more and more crucial, to be honest, crucial for light workers, because if you are not doing anything to prevent these energies from connecting with you, then you're open to everything. An amulet can block a whole lot of things. So an amulet can block black magic energy. It can block galactic implants. It can block galactic entities from like attaching to you. So it can block a lot of things. It can't block demonic energy, unfortunately, but that's because of where we are. We're on a 3D planet on Earth that's overlapping with the astral realm. But it makes a huge difference. Makes a huge difference. It's like the difference of you're going out to battle every day and you're wearing a t-shirt. If you don't have an amulet, you're just wearing your t-shirt and your jeans and you're like, all right, I'm out here in the middle of war. I hope this goes well. Versus you go out and you have armor on. Now you can still get damage even with your armor on, right? But it's not going to be anywhere near what you'd get if you're just wearing your t-shirt. So that's kind of the analogy. All right, let's go into the next theme. And the next theme is balance. Okay. So let me give you, well, here, I'll show you. Literally, he didn't even bother giving me a ton of cards. He was like, that's all you need. It made me laugh because he had given me the equinox message, which you'll get on a different video. And then this was the first card I pulled. So I was like, oh, very nice validation. Okay, so let's talk about balance. Your fall equinox will occur on September 22nd. It is the day where the number of hours of light and darkness are equal, reminding all of us of the importance of balance. Examine your life and see in what areas you may be feeling an imbalance. It is important to be aware of this in order to make adjustments to bring yourself back into balance. Too much time spent out of balance is detrimental to your energy and your physical body. So this message came from Archangel Raphael, which is kind of amusing to me because Archangel Raphael, he's the Archangel of healing and love, but he's also associated with Libra energy, and Libra are the scales or balance. So that kind of amused me. There's a lot more information in the second video that we're going to talk to about bringing balance into your life. So that'll all be focused in the second video, not in this one. Yeah. Let's do theme number 6. The human journey, or your incarnation journey, or your spiritual journey, whatever you want to call this, your journey right now on this planet. The message came through saying, this incarnation of yours is meant to be about adventure, exploration, and discovery. We want you to have big dreams. We want you to move forward towards the things you are attracted to. We want you to see beyond what your mind thinks is possible in order to build something new on Earth, in order to build something divine. You must embrace your light in order to flourish and prosper in the ways you have planned. Always look for new beginnings, inspiration, and hope. This message came through from someone I've never spoken to before in my life, at least not obtaining a channeled message. This is from Hindu goddess. I'm probably going to say the name wrong. Saraswati. If any of you know her, I'm sure you know what name I'm trying to say. So she's talking about the journey. She's saying, let me show you the cards, because the validation is just really in these cards. So we have the path, right? And it's like, all right, we're in the 3D world. We're trying to go on this path to ascend us up higher. This is talking about dreams. Like, look at this fairy. She's daydreaming, right? And what this channel message is talking about is, yes, daydream, but then take steps towards this to make this real. Don't let it just stay as a dream. Find the things that you are attracted to and allow yourself to be attracted to them, because there's a purpose you're being attracted that way. This coincides with her talking about adventure, exploration, discovery. Like, this is supposed to be fun. Don't take it too seriously. Seeing beyond the 3D. So when you are making plans for yourself, I'm going to put that loosely, right? When you are trying to choose a direction on your path for yourself, see beyond the limitations of the 3D world. So don't tell yourself, oh, I would love to do that. Oh, but I can't. I can't, because that's like almost impossible to have happen. Don't do that. If you are building something with 3D energy, it's not going to get built. So if you are like, oh, I would love to be a professional singer, but that's really hard to do. No one ever, it's very rare to succeed at that, right? Succeed. So I'm just going to do this other job. And so you're trying to build up this other job that's not aligned with what your soul wants. So one, your guides don't help you build stuff that's not aligned with your soul. You're not going to get any extra support from the universe. And two, you're building with 3D energy because you're building with fear. You're saying, I have to do this because I'm too scared to do that. That won't work. I'm afraid. So I have to make myself small and limit myself. So you have to see beyond 3D energy if you want to build something divine, if you want to see miracles, if you want to experience the power of your guides assisting you. You're going to have to move beyond 3D energy. You are the light. It is safe to fully step into your light. Your guides want you not to survive, right? Because that's a 3D concept. Your guides want you to thrive. They want you to flourish. They want you to prosper. They want you to have success. But first, you gotta set your sights high. You can't settle and think that your guides are going to get excited about that for you, because you aren't even excited about that. Your soul is not excited about that. So they're not going to help you build something you don't want. Good luck is this card. Wishes granted, blessings. Your guides want to support that pathway. Follow your inspiration. Don't give up hope. New beginnings are possible. They want you to be passionate about what you choose to do. Your soul has to be on board. Okay, that's all of that one. Theme number 7 for the month of September is your life purpose. So this message, honestly, I don't see how it ties into the month of September, but perhaps it kind of tags along with that last message, and that's why they included it. So they said life purpose. And so the channeled message was, there are many different kinds of life purposes, but there are some life purposes that are universal. These universal purposes are part of the soul plan of every soul on every planet, regardless of how you incarnate or where you incarnate. These life purposes belong to you. Number 1, the goal of balancing karma. Number 2, the goal of speaking your truth. Number 3, the goal of creating. Number 4, the goal of expressing your individuality or your originality, your uniqueness. 5, and the goal of finding those special individuals who you had planned to collaborate with during this lifetime. These are important goals for all souls. Become more aware of how you are doing in each of these areas in order to maximize your soul's satisfaction for this lifetime. This message came from Nikola Tesla. That doesn't happen very often. I know Nikola Tesla. Full disclosure, I've had a lot of lifetimes with his soul because I was in the lifetime that he was Nikola Tesla, I was his father. And I wasn't a super nice, supportive father. I was like wondering why my kid was so different and so weird. And I wanted him just to kind of be like everyone else. And I didn't understand him and I didn't support him. But that's just a side note. But Nikola Tesla, I'm actually incarnated with him now. I just found out. So the soul of my youngest daughter is Nikola Tesla. Anyhow, let me pull up these cards and let me kind of unpack his message because he gave a lot of information. So he's saying, no matter what, let me show you the cards. Soul mission, soul plan, life purpose. So all souls have certain identical things going on. So this says karmic justice. It's really karmic balance, right? Um, oh, um, karmic balance, real general, real quick explanation. So, of course, you could always interact with all of these souls that you have unbalanced karma with in order to balance it. That's one way to balance the karma. Another way to balance karma is, and I did a channeled message a long time ago on this. It was a channeled message that I had with Jesus or Yeshua, and I channeled him in the moment, and he started talking to me about karma. And one of the things that came through from him was that our unconscious choices perpetuate karmic cycles. And if we were completely aware, fully aware of everything we said and did, it would break us out of all of these karmic cycles. So bringing more awareness to what you say and do can break you out of these cycles. Sometimes, this is crazy, but this is what Jesus showed me. Sometimes there's a karmic cycle and you're in the cycle by yourself. Sometimes you keep perpetuating this one behavior, and the person that you were perpetuating it with has grown up and moved on and left that cycle, and you are still trying to perpetuate it. And so that's why your own choices help you to get out of that. If you want help with clearing negative karma, Susan has 3 different sessions that address it. Shoot, I don't know if I can remember all of them right now. I will list them, is what I'll do. I will list them underneath this video so you have them. But I want to say it's her guilt release session. I believe her ancestral healing, and I believe her soul deep clean are the 3 that do that. I had a lot of questions come up saying, hey, I thought when the earth ascended, all of the karma just automatically balances. The answer is no. No. Nothing is an automatic. No. There's no get out of jail free card. There's no thing that just comes in and like wipes your slate clean. Even with like the service where we can remove negative karma, it's not all of it. It's some of it. And it's based on agreements that you have with certain souls before you incarnated to allow this to happen. Like they're authorizing it to happen. So there's nothing that just like is going to automatically wipe us all clean. It's going to be from multiple angles. And it's kind of like Yeshua said, if you have complete control of your awareness, if you are never behaving unconsciously, then it would just take one lifetime, right? And you would just balance everything because you're responding the way that is in your best interest every single time, and that is not harmful to someone else. And okay, I talked about this way too long. Speaking your truth. So this is another thing everyone came to do, expressing yourself. Oh yeah, here we go. Give yourself the space and the freedom to express your creativity. Because creativity, man, how do I explain that? It's like creativity and freedom are like intertwined, right? Because if you don't feel like you can express who you are, then you aren't free. The horse is a symbol of freedom. Again, we have this Pegasian Stargate, which is the Pegasus. The Pegasus Stargate. Pegasus are horses. Sophistication, ingenuity, originality, elegance. So this is really talking about ingenuity and originality. So expressing your very unique energy, your very unique viewpoint, your very unique soul. And then this card came through, which birds of a feather, this card is a very personal reference that I won't get into. But what it really means, if you get down to it, birds of a feather is talking about joining up with like-minded individuals, joining up with individuals, yeah, who are like you. In Tesla's message, he said, finding those special individuals who you had planned to collaborate with during this lifetime. So all souls have agreements where they're planning on meeting up with certain people for certain purposes. Like maybe a lot of you and I have an agreement, right? Because you know what it was? Probably a lot. Probably most of you. I was like, hey, our karma isn't balanced. Let's make a soul contract. You meet up with me in this lifetime. I'll try to help you with something. I'll try to teach you something. I'll try to heal you, and that helps me balance my karma. Um, but yeah, so you have soul contracts for all kinds of things. And so there are individuals out there that you haven't met yet. You haven't met them yet, and they are destined, hopefully, for you to run into so that you can interact with them and benefit from the interaction. All right. Theme number 8 is stillness. Let me give you the message first. Stillness is a theme for September. Go within yourself in order to prepare a place for peace to reside. Spend time in the quiet. Spend time in the absence of movement and thought so that you may hear our guidance. In this empty space, divine ideas can form. In this empty space, emotional and energetic breakthroughs can take place. In the quiet, you may become aware of our communion, that you and your guides are part of a team and that we work together for your benefit. In the quiet is the best space to access your higher self. So this message is coming through from Japanese goddess Amaterasu, who I've channeled before. She's super cool. The This idea of spending time in the stillness or in the quiet, body stillness, mind thought stillness. This is a theme that we've been working with in our Patreon group, which um, my business partner and I, Susan, we have a Patreon group. It's called the Lightworker Tribe. And one of the suggestions from Metatron was to start developing this practice because of all the benefits that it has. Let me tell you about those. He shared with us that spending time in the quiet and trying not to think, basically, um, that it removes lower vibrational energies that have no other way of being cleared, but your body naturally knows how to get rid of them. If only you will just sit in the quiet for a little bit to let them clear. We were told to use this process to assist us with integrating the high vibrational energies that continue to come to Earth, perhaps most notably through solar flares and solar codes. So, this kind of ties back in with Archangel Michael's message. So, Archangel Michael was like, hey, protect your energy, but also make sure you're grounding yourself because you can't control all these high vibrational energies that are coming into Earth. You can only control being prepared to keep yourself grounded. So, we're basically getting a warning right now that there's going to either be a lot of solar flares or there's going to be a lot of energy that's, um, yeah. You know what they're showing me? They're showing me two different streams of energy hitting each other and kind of. So, there's going to be some. It might be kind of spicy in September, okay? It might be a little bit of a wild ride. So, grounding, protection, and time in the quiet to help you kind of essentially when you are releasing these lower vibrational energies, you sit in the quiet, you release these lower vibrational energies, and the benefit to you is that when things are energetically chaotic, somehow without those energies on you, your body knows how to deal with it. Your body's like, yeah, this is okay. When I don't use my stillness practice enough, I'm tired. I am tired. I'm tired. I'm kind of spacey. It it starts impacting my physical body. So just something to keep in mind that the energies are probably going to be a little fun this month, but I don't think it's going to be anything we haven't already gone through because we've already had, I don't know. I feel like this whole year has been kind of crazy with the solar flares. All right. Um, the final theme of September is healing the heart. Healing the heart. Let me see. Do I not? Oh, here it is. Healing the heart. So the channeled message that came through says deep wounds from the past will surface this month. They are ready to be cleared, but only you can decide if you will devote the attention to them that they need in order to be released. You are holding on to things which do not serve your greatest and highest good. You do not have to carry these anymore. Your energy was not designed to hold on to heavy emotion. Any energies which are dense within your body will slowly become more and more obvious and more of a burden as your planet ascends. It will be easier for you to heal this now than to wait until later. Whatever part of your wound can be healed now, allow it to be so. Seek renewal. So this message came through from Greek goddess Athena, who is, oh gosh, I think she's like a goddess of a lot of things, but I'm going to say wisdom is one of them. So she's talking about giving yourself the time and the focus to heal stuff that's coming up for you. So on this card, it says spiral journey. So healing is a spiral journey. You'll come to a point where you're like, ooh, something's come up from that trauma from childhood. And, let's say you do your best and you release that. And then you're like, oh, great, I'm over it. Things are great. And then it circles back around and it's like, oh, that's triggered again. But this is a little bit different. And so you have to clear that little piece again. And it's a spiral. And we just keep going around. Let go of that which does not serve your greatest and highest good. And then the other card that came up was Atlantis Dolphin. So healing wisdom is surfacing. Stop and listen. So this is another card that I've been getting like all summer long. So I've known for a while that the Atlantis wounds. So if you're listening to this video, you had at least one lifetime on Atlantis. You did. And whatever wounds you received from your one or multiple lifetimes there, they're coming up right now. There's a lot of different themes of the damage that we sustained from living on Atlantis. The big wound tends to be surrounding power. So there were those who came into power who were not doing what was best for everyone. They were just doing what was best for themselves, and they were focused on greed and power. And so a lot of us see power as a negative thing, right? Because we saw it misused. And then here we are on Earth and we see it again being misused. So there's a reason why this Atlantis wound is coming up right now. Because we've got to release the blockage of energy that this trauma has caused in order to come up with new solutions for this lifetime. Because this is connected. Your Atlantis lifetime, or lifetimes, is directly connected to what we are experiencing now in the political arena across the planet. And we need access to new solutions and new wisdom in order to not repeat the same mistakes. So if you are interested in getting assistance with healing your trauma from Atlantis, we have an Atlantis healing session. I'll link it in the description. So if you're interested, you can take a look at it and see if it resonates. Okay, this is everything that I have for you guys. So 9 themes, 9 different spirit guides. The month of September is the number 9. Be on the lookout for the second video that will talk all about essentially the equinox, and there's just messages about balance that are going to come through. So this is what I have for you now. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.